Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we are looking at a watch that needs no introduction. Larger than life, this is the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Shaquille O'Neal limited edition. You can see this 48mm limited edition SHAQ Offshore on our website. Subscribe to our channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click the card in the upper right hand corner to see extended listing for this watch with photographs, details of accessories included, and of course complete pricing. Now on my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference, 6.3 inches, this watch is true to its name. Like the man himself, all 7 foot 1 inches of him, this watch is just bigger than big, larger than life, a thrill a minute. I have to say that with an incredible lug to lug span of 61 millimeters, this watch, quite frankly, is built for a mightier wrist than mine, and you can see that it fairly dwarfs my hand. It's almost the size of my fist. Quite honestly, this is as big as it gets in the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore line. This watch is ready to go toe-to-toe with, quite frankly, the biggest King Power and Oceanographique from Hublot. Now the watch is remarkably slim, only 14 millimeters. It's actually no thicker than a conventional in-house movement Royal Oak Offshore, and with a somewhat sloped bezel, it will actually slide under a dress cuff, provided your cuff is broad, and if you're SHAQ, it certainly is. Now the watch is 48 millimeters across what's nominally the round of the case, but you can see that there really is no round portion of the case. It's more or less a cushion, and the crown guards, chronograph pushers, and crown pretty much encompass the entire right side of the watch. So a 48 in principle, in practice it wears far larger. Now you'll also notice a little bit of a throwback here. Released circa 2007, this watch kind of turns back the clock to the lug design of the original reference 25770. You can see that single hinge of the original Royal Oak Offshore straps, and it provides very secure fitment of this oversized hornback leather strap. Now when I say oversized, I really mean it. I'm pretty sure Audemars Piguet used the entire alligator to make this one, and the hornback texture is incredibly deep. It's incredibly pronounced. It actually has far more substance and far more height, you can see just how thick it is, than the conventional offshore hornbacks. It's just part of a watch that really is the total package. Every part of it has been upscaled, or I should say SHAQ scaled. Likewise, there's a pin buckle here that'll send Panerai running for cover. Beautifully finished, and Audemars Piguet branded. This allows easy adjustability. There's no room for a dainty deployant here. This is traditional, this is old school, and this makes it easy to fit if your wrist is the size of my leg. I'm talking to you, SHAQ. Now, moving inboard, you see all of the classic elements of the Royal Oak Offshore. You see the octagonal Gerald Genta inspired bezel. You see the modular look of the watch, the bezel gasket, and the case. And of course you see the inlaid hexagonal stainless steel bezel bolts, but the 48mm case really changes the character of the watch. Now there have only been a couple of 48 special editions, and they tend to be dedicated to transcendent personalities, real pop culture giants like SHAQ, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, so these are rare. This is one of 960 made in stainless steel. There were also 96 made in white gold with diamonds, but this is far more wearable, both in terms of the mass and aesthetically, just a bit more versatile than all gold with diamonds. Moving inboard, you can see the mega tapisserie dial, and you can see the applied numerals. Note the SHAQ-centric reversal of the 2 and the 3 numerals. Now these are not high gloss, these are actually matte finish metallic, and you can see that the watch fairly dwarfs the mega tapisserie hobnail pattern. Although it hasn't been reduced in size, proportionally it reads more like the petite tapisserie on the conventional Royal Oak. You'll also note that the watch features such broad subdials that it actually works better on simple horological terms. As a watch, this is a very legible timepiece, so while it is a bit exhibitionist, okay, a lot exhibitionist, it's actually very easy to tell time, and you can see that the sub-registers have been correspondingly expanded proportionally, so it's actually easier to read the hours, minutes, and continuous seconds on the subdials, usually a weak point of offshores. Now the watch does include a very sporting tritone, red, black, and white, and of course on the case back, the man himself in action. He's taking down a backboard right there, I guarantee it. Now the bottom line is that this is a special watch, and it's also special inside, because it's also what's inside that counts, basically. Now SHAQ's known as a gentle giant, a man with a good heart. Likewise, his signature watch has a good heart. This is the Audemars Piguet in-house caliber 3126 with a 3840 module. So this is the in-house caliber, not the former JLC base. It is a 59 jewel, 365 part vertical clutch chronograph. It is free sprung. It has a full balance bridge. The balance is a Gyromax style, and it features a 50 to 55 hour power reserve. Bidirectional winding. It is very smooth with ceramic rotor bearings, highly efficient, also with extended maintenance intervals. Now when you pull the crown, and the crown is immense on this one, it does hack the balance, allowing you to synchronize precisely to a known accurate reference time. It also has a quick set for that date window. This is a watch that is quite honestly mind-blowing. It's rare to see a 48mm Royal Oak Offshore, and many consider the T3 and the SHAQ stainless steel to be the most wearable and aesthetically versatile of the 48s. If you like all gold, well, there's the Arnold's All-Star for that. There's the 96 white gold SHAQs with the diamonds. But this is the one to wear if you're a sportsman, if you're a SHAQ fan, if you're a sports watch purist. You're going to want steel because steel is real. You can see it on our website, and you can buy it and take it home.